We're gonna do an upper body pump session, and we're gonna start right now. What's up, everybody? It's Dane Miller from GarageStrength.com, and if this is your first time to the channel, like, subscribe, smash that notification bell so we can help you become a beast. Okay, so over the last 20 weeks, I've been gone 11 weeks. I've been to Tokyo, to the Olympics, I've been in Uzbekistan, I've been in Mexico, I've been in Eugene, Oregon for 3 weeks, so I've been gone for a really, really long time, and because of that, I feel a little bit tubbish and a little sluggish. I don't feel like I normally feel, where I have more tension, I'm a little bit more muscular, and I'm a little bit leaner. So we're gonna go into a really, really blood-filled upper body workout that's gonna focus on smashing our shoulders and our biceps. Hopefully this gives me a good pump. I'm gonna feel nice and good after this and get back on the wagon towards those big muscular gains. So let's start rolling. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing is reverse flies for about 20 and then tricep kickbacks, okay? So I wanna hit that reverse flies, get a good pump in my upper back. And I like to just go through like 2 to 3 sets right away. Get the deltoids rolling, get the rhomboids rolling, and then I like hitting those tricep kickbacks to get some juice into my elbows, get that thyroxine moving so I can get a little bit better sliding, and I feel a little less stiff when I'm hitting that workout. One of my favorite things when I need to get a big time pump is I want to do super slow eccentrics. So we're going to hit a 6-second eccentric on the incline, take about 30 seconds, then we're gonna do some chest supported curls. But some of the biggest factors here is that if I can feel that all the way down and through the slot through a long, long period of the eccentric portion, then I have a little bit better tension. It's gonna help me feel that better pump in my shoulders. And that's the one thing a lot of people say, well, you're doing incline bench, Dane. That's not actually gonna help you with your shoulders. But we've gotta think about, I want bigger anterior delts, and it also will train medial delts as well, and my upper chest, right? So that's where we want to focus on when we're actually working through the full eccentric, is trying to recruit in those delts. So maybe a triple set of 4, something decent. 2, 3. Good tension there. And then what I want to feel is, as I work through those sets, I'm going to go a little bit heavier. I might want to push that triple as hard as I can, and then we're going to do a drop set where we just go to failure. But in between, we're going to be doing chest supported curls. What I love about this is it's almost in an overhead position, okay? So think about if I'm on a cable crossover, the way my shoulder is here, the point of flexion is going to be almost in an overhead position, and it's going to be very similar to when I'm on my chest. So we want to almost let this hang loose to try and really recruit in that bicep, okay? So chest is gonna be supported, you know, shoulders are pretty loose here, elbow flexion, okay? And because we've got the chest being supported, it's a little bit harder to cheat. Not that cheating's bad on curls, it's okay here and there. But for this specific movement, I just want to get a decent pump roll. And before we get back into the incline, I'm going to rest about a minute. All right, so we got another heavier set. I'm probably going to do a double or a triple here, which most likely means I'm only going to do a double. But I want to get a good 6-second eccentric to really feel working through that upper shoulder. Oh yeah, so that feels pretty good. I'm getting a pretty good pump even in through my triceps as I get down to the bottom. Head back over and smash some curls. Jake's looking all small, falling over hurdles, 42-inch vertical jump, eating it on hurdles. I thought you were an athlete. One of those key components behind making yourself feel better when you're getting a big pump is to talk as much trash on other people and put them down, so you yourself feel better about where you're existing currently. Oh, Okay, so one of the big factors, especially if you're not on anabolics, if you're not taking D-ball, Anavar, any serious potent anabolic steroids, right? I think you have to lift pretty heavy. So we're gonna go up to 315 here. We're gonna hit like a 6-second eccentric. Maybe we'll do a double. It's probably gonna be a single. And then what I like to do is get up, strip it down. So you got about 20 to 30 seconds when you're stripping that down, and then just go in and rep out. Okay, normal reps. And you can just go short stroke, tons and tons of reps, good time under tension. So that's what we're gonna get after right here to finish off the slow eccentric inclines. Ooh. So take that off, get set, and I might just do like 8 to 10, pumping. Oh, that's good. Head over to the curls, like 30 seconds, walk over. Nothing too heavy here. Try and just bust out 25 reps, 30 reps. Get that good bicep pump. Oh, okay, so in between exercises, when I'm trying to get a monster pump, okay, we start off with a warm up, then we hit that slow eccentric incline with some chest supported curls because we're doing shoulders and Bize, right? So in between, I'm sitting here and I'm almost doing like a upright row with a banded external rotation. And what I like to do is in between my pairings, I might just grab those bands and try and hit like an extra 30 to 40 reps because it's not a ton of tension, but it's something that's gonna stimulate, it's gonna pre-fatigue what we're trying to work on. We're getting a little bit of bicep work here, rhomboid, upper back, deltoids from this upright row, banded extension. Ooh, yeah. So I'm gonna rest about 30 to 40 seconds, and then we're gonna get into that next pairing. That next pairing is gonna be a backwards military press, okay? So a lot of people will sit on the military press, myself included, where I'm almost doing like a high incline. And the reason why I like to straddle it forward, where my chest is supported by the backing, is that now it's gonna force me to be extremely upright. So we'll show you that right here. So I might hit this, straddling this. Okay. So I'll hit that for 12. Because I want to light up my Bize and my shoulders, we're gonna go trap drags, a trap bar drag curl. So stepping inside the trap bar, I'd like to hit about 15 to 17. Ooh. That's our second pairing. We did that band for a little bit of pre-fatigue, just a little bit more of exhaustion. Use that chest supported press because you're gonna be really, really upright. Light up your delts. This is gonna help with the rhomboid, upper back, upper traps, and those biceps. You're gonna get a nice pump. So we just finished that chest supported press with the drag curls. We're gonna head into that last pairing. And so what I'm hitting again, this is about 30 to 40 reps, just like a front raise with the bands. Again, the POWERLASTIC bands, you can get these at GarageStrength.com, PowerElastics.com. We got a link down below. But the thing is with these handles, you can get some good tension. You can really stimulate some serious growth, and they're so easy to use because we got those handles with them. Oh, and I like doing that in between any of my pairings just to get a little bit more fatigue before we head into those last two key exercises to get a dummy pump. Okay, so the last thing that we're gonna do, we just did those banded deltoid raises, which blew my shoulders up. Now we've got the XPT cable crossover, okay? You can get this at xpt.com. And the one thing that I love about this is that sometimes you have cable crossovers that are really far apart on each side. So it's a little bit harder, can be a little cumbersome to get in and actually hit that movement. This is a little bit closer. And because of the way this swings, it's a little bit more versatile. So if I want to get further away and do some crazier exercises out and about, I can do that with the cable here. If I want to stay a little bit more confined, I can rotate it in. And I think that's one of the key aspects behind this cable crossover. So now, one of those key factors too is don't be an idiot like myself and have different weights on each side, because I've done that, okay? So I like to do this without any attachments, this specific pairing. And what I'm gonna do is I wanna train, remember, we're training buys and we're training shoulders. I wanna hit more my rear delt, my rhomboid area, a little bit of my upper trap. So we're gonna go here, crossover, no attachment, crossover, no attachment. I'm gonna split this in half right here. And I wanna go standing, reverse flies, right? And the cool part with the pulleys is at the top, you get no break. Oh. And you just start to light up immediately. Okay, so I wanna hit this. Oh, this is a way to bulletproof your shoulders. Check out that next video. So rear delts, walk this in, okay? Walking that in. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna rest about 20 seconds. My rear delts are completely destroyed, huge pump. Now I'm gonna grab this without an attachment. I'm gonna stand, and it's a cable hammer curl, almost right to your face. And again, because we have those elbows elevated, it's an overhead position, point of flexion is gonna be tough. We gotta think about training the 3 points of flexion. This is gonna be mid-range to that upper period right here. So we're gonna have constant tension, and that is going to lead to serious growth in my biceps because of where I'm trying to really focus on hitting that muscular action at the top here. Big action right here at the top and hold. So I'm gonna finish this off, this workout, this pairing, 3 sets. I'm basically gonna go right until I'm about to fail. Take about 20 seconds, go back, right till I'm about to fail, and just get this stupid pump in my shoulders and my biceps to get that good workout in. Well, we got one more bonus exercise to finish this big baby off. Okay, so that last bonus exercise is just picking a movement that's relatively easy. It's not super coordinated, it's not super difficult, something that you can just crank on, right? That you can just mindlessly go. And so what I like doing if I'm training buys is just do a standing barbell curl for 100 reps. And so some people will sit there and say, I gotta count to 100. I don't wanna count to 100. So what you can do is you say, all right, set a timer. You got 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and you just roll. So what I'm doing here is I'm finished off my buys and my shoulders. I just did the cable crossovers. And if you remember, in between each pairing, I hit the bands. I hit the POWERLASTIC bands for 30 to 50 reps to get a little bit more tension, a little more pre-fatigue. But now, when I'm finishing off, I wanna be the guy who's driving out of the gym and I can't put on my seatbelt. I can barely hold on. I remember when I was in 8th, 9th grade, I would ride my bike up to the local gym and I would go get a huge pump and I would ride home on my bike and I could barely even hold the handlebars. So that's the main point here, is that you're doing this so that you can barely put your seatbelt on when you're getting into the car, or your biceps start to cramp when you're putting that seatbelt on. So set a timer, 2 to 2.5 minutes, hit 100 reps if you can count to 100 without getting distracted by Instagram. And now you're gonna finish that off. You're gonna get a ton of blood rushing into that area. And one final thing that I would recommend is that if it's a problem area, that's where you gotta hit those 100 reps, okay? It's gonna help with that mind-muscle connection. So for me, biceps have always been an issue. Growing up, I was coaxed into constantly hammering triceps. And so that's why my buys are typically a little bit smaller. Now it's a problem area. And here I am stuck doing 100 reps. Oh. So if you need help getting bigger, getting a little bit more swole, click on the link down below, pick up our Mass Builder program. It's gonna get you extremely yoked. If you want more content around getting more swole, getting that good pump, click on this card right here. Until next time, guys, peace.